on Black and Latino communities, which continue to be hard hit by coronavirus. Louisiana's governor has formed a health equality task force, and New York is opening a handful of new testing sites to study and address the problem. ABC's Zachary Keish joins us from one of those new locations in Brooklyn with a look at this growing concern. Zachary, good morning.
Whit, good morning to you as well. In many ways, it's the story inside the story. Everybody's been impacted by coronavirus, but in some areas, the numbers show that Black and Latinos have been hit disproportionately hard in really showing the inequities that exist inside the healthcare system. I'm outside of a new testing facility here in Brooklyn. It is the kind of place that officials now say more can and should be done.
With cases in New York topping every country around the globe, new testing sites are now opening up across the city this morning. The new sites are focusing on minority communities after state-released data reveals they are some of the most impacted by the virus.
It's alarming, but it's not surprising that people of color have a greater burden of chronic health conditions.
The statistics are alarming. In Michigan, 40% of deaths are in the Black community, even though they only make up 14% of the population. In Chicago, 72% of deaths have been among Black residents who make up less than 30% of the population. Louisiana is seeing similar numbers. And here in New York, minorities have been hit hard. Approximately 34% of deaths are in the Latino community, and roughly 28% are African Americans.
There's no doubt systemic racism in our society still, and there's systemic structural inequality in our healthcare system.
Statistically, these communities have a higher rate of underlying health conditions.
Diseases like diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and asthma are disproportionately afflicting the minority populations, particularly the African Americans,
which contribute to the horrifying death rates brought on by the virus. The Surgeon General, Jerome Adams, delivering this personal message.
I've been carrying around an inhaler in my pocket for 40 years out of fear of having a fatal asthma attack. And I hope that showing you this inhaler shows little kids with asthma all across the country that they can grow up to be Surgeon General one day.
Those pre-existing conditions, as mentioned, the asthma, the hypertension, the high blood pressure, combined with lack of testing, has been extremely problematic for these communities.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel.